You know what? I ain't gonna lie. The loneliness of being stuck between these two pipes is starting to get to me. I need some company. I don't even care who it is. Could be former President Jimmy Carter for all I care. I just need someone to talk to. But here's the thing, right? I've got a plan. Rumour has it, if you say a certain name 3 times, you summon a visitor. So, let's do this. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice! I'm a lonely Goomba, stuck between 2 pipes. Well, guess I'll keep on gaming for the rest of my life. Here it comes! Oh. Well, not exactly what I had in mind, but hey, not the first time I've summoned a game from the depths of hell, and it probably won't be the last. And this should kill a few hours, so let's check it out. Looks like the game's based on the Beetlejuice cartoon rather than the movie, and it's an LJN game, so if you're a fan of a certain nerd, you probably know what's in store here, and it probably isn't good. So the game starts, we walk a few steps into this door, and bam, we're duking it out with some laundry. I mean, I hate laundry too, but this is a strange way to start a game. I think one of the developers is projecting a bit here. The wife probably nagged him about laundry one too many times. This is the exact reason I don't wear pants, by the way. You just never know when they're gonna get possessed and start beating you up. You might think it's an irrational fear, but I just treasure my gonads too much to risk it, you know. Anyway, we kill the laundry ghost, and now we can explore a bit. Well, attempt to explore, because the game doesn't make it easy. Every staircase is designed to piss you off. It's either got a bunch of exploding plates falling down, or if you stand on the wrong step, it'll turn into a slide, and you've got to try again. It ain't no super fun happy slide, let me tell you. But it doesn't take long to find the next door, and we're fighting a judge. Ah, fuck. I knew this would happen. Look, I already told you. I thought it was just 50 grams of baby powder, okay? Anyone could have made that mistake. I'm innocent, I tells you. But the thing is, right, I think this game is basically an 8-bit Cuphead. It's just a series of boss fights so far, and you just never quite know what you're gonna get. Jeans, judges, fine china, you just don't know, and it's all quite high quality feeling. I mean, the game looks nice visually, and look, there's even a reflection effect in this mirror. That's fancy stuff for a Game Boy. And to chop it off, the music is great too. It sounds a lot like Donkey Kong Country actually. In fact, it really sounds like Donkey Kong Land to be precise. Who developed this game again? I thought it was LJN. Oh, it's Rare. Well, that explains that. It's the same bleeding composer too. It's an odd choice for Rare, but hey, bills need paying. Anyway, we go up these stairs, and what the fuck is that? A dinosaur with a TV head? I mean, it doesn't even have the same art style as the rest of the game. It's probably from a cartoon or something, but let's be honest, no one watched that for like 20 years. Yeah, everyone knows the intro looks nice, but let's not pretend to be experts here. We both don't know shit. Anyway, the next door. And it's not a boss fight this time, it's a minigame. So, you've got to try to make the scariest face possible and then copy the button inputs to fill up the bar first. But I gotta say, this whole flickering light shit is doing me nutting a bit. Like, do I need to put a seizure warning here? I've probably just killed like 50 people watching this video. Please don't sue me. But I mean, you really gotta be scary to scare a ghost to death, right? I mean, that's impressive. Ironically, that's how most people react just by seeing me normal face. I can't tell you how many dates have ended with them just spontaneously exploding like that. Any excuse not to pay the bill. Am I right, fellas? God, I'm lonely. Next door has us playing one of those puzzle pipe games. It's one of those games where you need to move the tiles around to make one continuous path. You know the ones. Fail, and you lose an entire life, so you've got to be careful. And the final door has us collecting drips of water whilst dodging the flashing ones. Cause they're possessed apparently. Possessed pants, possessed plates, possessed legal system, possessed water. Is anything safe? What's next? Possessed Game Boys? Wait a minute. How is this Game Boy floating by itself? I mean, bro, it's fucking moving about. I don't even have any hands. It's fucking possessed. I knew it! We've got some more seizure-inducing lights here too. I think this game is trying to kill off my remaining viewers here. You got flashing background, flashing water, even my health bar's flashing. It's hitting me feckin' eyes. Eventually, this bugger shows up, and we've got another boss fight. It's pretty fun. I'm getting slight Mega Man vibes from this one. And that's it. We complete all the doors, and now we can go to the attic. And I've got to say, for a first level, that was unusually good. If the entire game's like this, we're looking at a hidden gem here. So of course, the second level completely fucks it up. Instead of a series of boss fights or minigames, the game shifts into a weird Lemmings type puzzle game where you've got to awkwardly push enemies into the correct spot. It's a pain in the ass. The ghost just does what the fuck it wants half the time. Shoot it all you want. If it wants to climb that ladder, it's climbing the ladder. And there's a lot of waiting around for the enemies, and it's just a slog of a level. And that's even if you know what you're doing, because it's confusing as fuck at first. Luckily, the game does try to help you with these cutscenes, but they ain't too useful half the time. I wish Beetlejuice would stop calling her babe too. I'm pretty sure she's a kid in the cartoons. Come on now. It's a little bit sus. Granted, there are some optional minigames here, for extra lives this time, like jumping on the correct enemy or keeping track of this bugger, which is so fast, I'm not sure it's humanly possible, but you better get good at these games, because here's the thing, you gotta beat the entire game with no continues. Get a game over and it's back to the start. No saves, no passwords, it's one of those games. I'm sure that's not gonna get annoying later on, nope. Anyway, eventually you'll get it down and we're on to level 3. And again, it completely changes things up, but at least this one is a bit more self-explanatory. You just gotta push the numbered statues onto the corresponding pedestals. It's a nice little puzzle, and you've got some enemies knocking about too. You got skeletons, ghosts, and heads with arms sticking out of them. The usual Halloween game stuff. The only thing missing are the generic bats, and we've got the full shabam. There's this hideous baby in the corner too. You might think I'm being a bit harsh, but the instruction book literally calls it Fat Baby Monster. So it's basically fair game at that point. Give it a statue and it'll push you all the way to the other side of the stage. Just don't accidentally push it into it, or it'll carry the statue all the way back. And then you've got to do it again too. It takes bleeding ages. Oh man, I feel bad to whoever gave birth to that thing. God damn, they'll never feel anything again. It completely wrecked. Still, it's a great level, not overly cryptic and the perfect difficulty too. And it has some nice little areas like this graveyard. The game throws in some more minigames too. Well, it's matching card game, no real explanation, it just pops up and it's mandatory, so I hope you're good at this kind of thing. And look, it's all your favourite characters from the cartoon like Cookie Monster and French Skeleton, and who can forget Fat Baby Monster? You remember them, right? Well, I'd hope so, because otherwise you might have short-term memory loss. So, that's level 3 done, and now we've got a minecart level. I guess it really is a rare game, and let me tell you, this is when shit hits the fan. Up to this point, it's been a pretty cute little platformer, but with a flick of a switch, suddenly it's more like Battletoads on the NES. The bullshit meter is cranked to 11. So in this minecart, you can jump and you can crouch. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? Well, not quite, because you need to protect the minecart too. This thing breaks with the slightest touch, so you've got to press up to move the entire minecart too. So suddenly, you've got to make sure you're doing the correct jump at the right time, or it's gonna crash and you die. Because apparently Beetlejuice's only weakness is the bleeding floor. Just not the floor here for some reason. Now that one's fine. This might look easy at a glance, but these jumps get pixel perfect. It's precise. You're gonna burn through your lives at record speed, and you know what that means, right? You gotta play the entire game from the start, just to try and fail again and again. But eventually we do it, and it gets worse. We've got a platforming section now, and everything kills you in one hit. What's even the point in a health bar? And here's the thing, you literally can't even see where the spikes are till you jump into them. They're off screen. So you just jump up and blammo, spikes in your face. It's a complete beginner's trap, and the controls aren't particularly great either, so shit like this might happen too, and another game over. Time to replay the game again. So we get past the spikes, and now we've got some Mega Man disappearing blocks, because everyone loved those, right? And the timing is pretty fast, so you're probably gonna die here too. And then at the end, it throws in a platform that sends you right into some instant kill spikes. This game is fucking relentless. And just when you think you're safe, something like a random bubble's gonna show up, and that tries to kill you too. Literally nowhere safe. And after you make it through that gauntlet, there's another bleeding minecart section. It's long, there's no checkpoints, and you've got even more precise jumps. And then to rub salt in the wound, the track just completely fucking disappears. Hello? Did they just forget to design the rest of the level? Turns out you've got to do a super long leap of faith and then jump out of a minecart just at the right time whilst dodging this bloody spike ball. But we did it, and we're done. Holy fucking balls, that took a long time. Seriously, it took me hours to do this. But after all of that, you're rewarded with one of those slidey puzzle games that I'm convinced not a single person actually enjoys. You get more lives for faster you complete it, and you really need those lives, because we're onto the final level. And if you thought the last level was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. So now we're on this bouncy snake, and it's a bit like Rattly from Donkey Kong Country 2 actually. You can sort of control with how high you jump with a well-timed bounce, but here's the problem. You're constantly moving forward. You can't stop, and you can't turn around. All you can do is speed up and slow down. And let me tell you, it's harder than it looks. You're constantly fighting this invisible force, and the jumps are so precise. Once you jump, you're committed. You can't do shit. You just gotta pray that it lines up. I mean, the footage ain't gonna do it justice, but you're gonna die a lot. It's gonna take ages. I've played this game so much at this point, I'm a fucking master. I could probably get a world record. I mean, I'm blasting through the levels. I'm winning all the minigames. I found all the hidden extra lives. I mean, heck, I know the minecart level like the back on my fucking hand. I've played this game like 50 fucking times at this point, only to die on this fucking goddamn snake over and over again. This is one of the hardest fucking things I've ever played in my life. And the whole time, you've got this little jolly upbeat music driving you insane. It's like Groundhog Day. You're just stuck in a loop, reliving the same day over and over. I truly am in hell. But I did it. And it's time for the final boss. And it turns out he's only angry because he ain't got no body. He's lonesome, see? I can relate to that. Oh, wait, never mind. He's just got no body. Like, literally. I mean, look at this thing. Looks a bit crap. I mean, it looks like someone just scribbled this in a few minutes, knowing that no one will ever even see it. They really crapped this one out, didn't they? They didn't even bother to make boss music. It's just the same shit I've been listening to for hours. So the boss, you've got to shoot its arms, and then it starts bouncing around like a maniac, and no, I refuse to lose here. I ain't fucking getting a game over. I ain't doing this entire game again. I refuse. This ends now. Come on, I've just got to shoot into his mouth so much that he dies. Come on, keep shooting, Beetlejuice. Fill him up. Shoot into that mouth. I believe in you. You can do this. And yes, I did it. I fucking did it. We're then called the ghost with the most. And with the amount of shooting he did, I'm inclined to agree. And that's it. Ain't no credits, ain't nothing. There's not a single name associated with this game. It's like they were ashamed, and I can't blame them. We do get this little image, which I don't even know what it is. I mean, thinking about it, I don't even know what the story is, and I don't care enough to find out. But hey, BJ's used autos. I could do with one of those right about now. And I ain't talking about the cars. Hey yo! And the Goomba of the week is Game for One, which sounds like an alternative title for my channel actually. It's always a game for one, never for two.